Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is on a three-nation tour of Africa in a bid to strengthen relations with the continent. He's visiting Angola, Togo and Nigeria and is expected to finalise a number of deals from defence to education during his visit. It's all part of Turkey's moves to grow its economic and diplomatic presence in Africa. Mobin Nasir reports.
A warm welcome for an important ally. After visiting Ankara in July, this time it was João Lourenço's turn to host Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The two leaders have signed several agreements on healthcare, education, trade and defence, and the Turkish president was invited to address parliament.
In the past 19 years, Turkey has taken many steps in the defence industry that also caught Angola's attention.
President Erdogan is also visiting Togo and Nigeria. By the end of this trip, he will have travelled to 30 African countries, highlighting Ankara's commitment to deeper ties with the continent.
We continue to bring Turkey and Africa closer in every field. Turkey stands out as a strategic partner for African countries, with trade volumes increasing to $25 billion by the end of 2020.
The government, private companies and donor agencies are already playing an important role in many African economies. They've financed and helped to build large infrastructure projects like a 400-kilometer railway in Ethiopia, an airport in Niger and this football stadium in Cameroon.
We have received several compliments from Cameroonian officials for our work on the stadium. They have seen what Turkish contractors can do and it's improved their perception of Turkish businesses.
In rural communities, Turkish organizations are helping to secure supplies of clean drinking water and raise agricultural output.
Water is life. Everything starts with water. We create an agricultural area for each village and support the project with seed funding and smart irrigation systems. We provide solar kits to every home and create villages that stand on their own feet and don't need foreign aid.
Ankara has also been arranging trade fairs and exhibitions so African businesses can collaborate with Turkish partners to boost exports. Turkey has invested almost $7 billion on the continent since 2003. In the same period, bilateral trade has surged from around $2 billion to $25 billion last year. Ankara has also opened 30 embassies in African countries since 2002, boosting its diplomatic presence. The World Bank forecasts Africa will grow into a $29 trillion economy by 2050, and Turkey's government and private sector are well placed to benefit. Mobin Nasir, TRT World.
Federico Donelli is a professor at the University of Genoa, focusing on politics of the Middle East and North Africa. He says Turkey's expansion in Africa will be different from China and Western nations.
This is the opening of a new page in Turkey-African relationship because the main focus of this journey is related to the security sector, as you mentioned before. Until now, Turkey invested a lot with some single countries like Somalia, but nowadays Turkey is trying to expand its leverage in the security sector thanks to the, of course, UAV and the drones. So this is something I believe that is something new. We can say the third period of Turkey's strategy in Africa. If we compare with China, Turkey's approach is something that from the African point of view is without a kind of hidden agenda. So the approach of Turkey could be in the middle between the Chinese one and the Western one. And again, sometimes it's more in the rhetoric, but also on the ground. So in practice, Turkey promoted a kind of partnership or cooperation that is based on a win-win policy. So this is something that in the feeling of the African people, of course, not of the majority, but in some countries where Turkey has done a lot, create a positive bias toward Turkey. And this is compare with China. If we consider the latest Afro barometer, we can see how there is a growing concern about the so-called neo-imperialistic policy of China. But at the same time, Turkey offers an alternative to these countries. I mean, for example, Angola is strongly dependent on China. So the growing presence of Turkey and also the increasing of trade relationship could offer to Angola as to other African states an alternative in terms of not only economic trade, but also in terms of development model. This is probably the biggest aim of Turkey nowadays, is to promote the so-called Turkish formula for development. And this is, of course, an ambitious project, and we will see if it achieves the goal or not.